What is up, guys? Shem here at 20 Pages, and welcome back to the next part of 12 Rules for Life. Today we are in my favorite spot, as always, out here in the open, in the countryside, in Chicago. Although, whenever I say I'm from Chicago, I'm really not from Chicago. I'm like 45 minutes away. In fact, it's like an ongoing meme with a lot of people that are from Chicago. They're actually like 45 minutes away in a suburban neighborhood. That being said, my suburban neighborhood is right next to the countryside, which is beautiful because I can shoot cool videos like this one today out here in the rural lands of Lake in the Hills. In fact, it's so beautiful out today, I felt the need to take out my motorcycle and come out here and shoot some videos. It is gorgeous today. We've had terrible weather the whole week, and I finally got my chance to get my bike out today. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into today's points. The first one being is going to be, there's always going to be someone that's better than you. Now, it kind of seems hard to accept because, let's face it, our egos build us up and make us think that we are the best and we're only the best. However, that is not true. It's just your ego playing tricks on you. Now, when I mentioned that ego kind of drives you and making you think you're the best when you're really not, Jordan B. Peterson makes an excellent quote, which is, "Things are so terrible that only delusion can save you." Now, with delusion, that is pretty much putting you in this perspective that you're the best, but really you're not, because as I said in the first point, there's always going to be someone better than you. No matter what you do in life, someone's going to be always progressing forward, doing better than you. Just because people are better than you does not mean that that should discourage you in pursuing what you really want to do. Yes, there are going to be people that are better than you, but with that being said, maybe try interacting with those people that are better than you that can teach you something. If you learn from them, you are eventually going to get to that knowledge level as that same individual. Maybe eventually you will surpass that person and be better than them. But don't look too far ahead because, like I said, there's still going to be someone better than you. With that, every step that you take forward, it will be a leap forward to becoming better and better as an individual. The sense of delusion is made just to protect your ego. Anything in your personality is really trying to protect your ego and trying to make you confident in yourself. If something destroys you, it destroys your ego and it makes you feel like shit. Going off of that, something that I came up with, a very popular thing that a lot of people say is, don't compare yourself to others. Yes, I agree with that. However, my part, the way I look at it is, at least have some standards if you are comparing yourself to other individuals. Yes, it's kind of detrimental comparing yourself to others. Pardon the wind. Yes, it is detrimental comparing yourself to others because it kind of brings you down sometimes because someone else has it better than you. But just because that's true doesn't mean that where you are now, you shouldn't have standards for yourself. You should have some kind of basic standards set for yourself so you know that you are not at the very bottom. So you know you have some kind of knowledge base that puts you above other people. Just to kind of push yourself, push your ego up a little bit, but not too high where you think you're the shit, because maybe you are, but maybe you're not. At the same time, you are never going to be better than anyone else. Kind of always goes back to that point. But as I said, have standards for yourself. Have some kind of basic structure on where you find yourself comparing to other people. And in fact, with that, whenever you put some kind of standard for yourself and comparing yourself to other individuals, you can kind of see the gap between where you are and where that person is and where you want to be. Another really good quote that Jordan B. Peterson mentions is, "You must see yourself as a stranger, and then you must get to know yourself." I love this quote because look at it from a different perspective simply. If you take a step back and analyze yourself and look at yourself from a different perspective, you kind of start picking out things that you want to improve on. And that will allow you to look at yourself as a stranger and then let you be the person that you want to be by looking at these kind of things. So jumping right into the second point, which is we use our eyes to aim. Now I'm going to use an analogy here, especially because I just rode my motorcycle. As a motorcyclist, whenever you're taking turns, whenever you're looking at a turn, you don't want to look, like say if I'm turning right, I don't want to look left, because if I'm looking left, I'm going to veer off to the left. If I keep looking right, then I will keep going that direction. This is a perfect analogy on why our eyes are used to aim our targets. Now, using our eyes as a sense of direction, we use our current framework as the present isn't how it is supposed to be, but the future has something that we want, something that we are looking forward to. That being said, there is a correlation with using your eyes in guidance and towards the goal that you're trying to go towards. We can aim too high or we can aim too low sometimes. I think the best way to look at this, even Jordan mentions this, is don't aim too low, but don't aim too high. Aim low enough where whatever happens, your expectations aren't going to bring you down. Eventually, you're going to get to this point where you're going to be aiming so high that you will meet those expectations and you won't be let down from it. It kind of goes to the saying, have no expectations. It kind of correlates to that. If you have no expectations, whatever happens cannot be good nor bad. Let's say that you do have a very low aim towards a certain goal. Once you achieve that goal, reward yourself because you deserve it. That very low reward for the thing that you are aiming for is pleasing to yourself and gives you confidence to aim for the next thing that's a little bit higher. So whenever you go towards that little higher goal, you have a slight expectation that you will achieve it, but at the same time, not too high of an expectation, because if it doesn't work out, you're going to get shot down and be brought back to level 1 where you didn't reach that goal in the first place. Well guys, that's all I have left in today's video. Be sure to drop a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this video. Other than that, follow us on Instagram and please subscribe below. I'd really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Keep being amazing and keep being great. Take care.